Americans came into tonight's first presidential debate looking for clarity. Instead, they got a lot of chaos. President Biden struggled at times to put together coherent sentences. He got lost mid-thought. He talked about beating Medicare. He struggled to make his case on why abortion rights are needed, or even about his leadership in the economy, saying at one moment early on that he'd created 15,000 jobs when the actual number was more than 15 million. At the same time, Donald Trump, he was succinct and he was coherent, but all of his arguments often built on falsehood after falsehood after falsehood. At one point, he claimed that the lower insulin prices that President Biden made possible, in fact, came from him. He claimed not to have had sexual affairs with a porn star, and the two candidates at one point were debating their golf scores. This is a far cry from what many Americans wanted, and instead of getting answers, they have a lot more questions about the fate of the country and the choice in November. Going into tonight's first presidential debate, President Joe Biden knew the stakes. He secluded himself with trusted advisors at Camp David and prepared for this debate, and the results were underwhelming and disappointing to many Democrats. Immediately after his lackluster performance, where he struggled at times to say what he had done in ways that people could understand, Democrats were saying, is this 81-year-old the right person to be at the top of the ticket? And you're seeing a lot of hand-wringing by candidates, by pundits, and by many voters who want someone who can fight for them and pose a real challenge to Donald Trump. As a result, over the next few weeks, there will be more doubts and more questions about what Biden is doing. And he's really going to have to prove whether the debate performance was merely a fluke or a sign of problems ahead.